If men act like white women are cuter or better than black women or any other race of women, they're racist.
White women don't judge black men the way that black women judge black men.
I didn't have to really say much to do and be treated like a king.
Successful men are skipping over you. It's not the way that you look, but it is the way that you carry yourself.
If we gave birth to y'all, we put ourselves in pain in general just to raise a black man.
These other women, they were conditioned, they are programmed, they are trained to be wives.
The other races, they don't see that, they don't have to go through that.
Why do black men love white women so much? It is so weird to me to be so concerned about what somebody else likes. I don't care what color her skin is, as long as she cute, kind, and funny. And if she could cook, that's a bonus, you feel me? I live in California, so I dated all races on both ends of the spectrum. Black girls who was ghetto, black girls who was bougie, or ghetto, white girl bougie. My Latinas, my Boricuas, those are my favorites. Cause they are both. They got the ghetto-ness, and they got the bouginess. It's spicy, boy. Get you right here, dog. You eat some spicy, man, and you like, this shit hot, but you can't eat that shit. That's my Latino, baby. Hey, I get it. I'm from New Orleans, where it's nothing but black people. I used to have the same mindset. Because where I'm from, most black chicks are ghetto. That's what we used to, you feel me? Ghetto chicks are fun, dog. What was crazy is when I started dating black girls that wasn't as ghetto, I was like, oh, all black girls are not like this. Then with any other race, you know, you always think black people, they just like to listen to rap music, and people, they just listen to rock and country and like that. Bro, I dated some white chicks that crazy hip hop fans, like on some Mos Def, Talib Kweli, Wu-Tang. I would never know until we ride in the car and I got that Wu-Tang on. She's like, I bomb atomically, Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses. What? I just don't think everybody's the same just because of the color of their skin, you feel me? Sounds weird just saying that out loud, bro. It's also weird to me when dudes be real nervous about saying like you're a white girl or something like that. No, I ain't never do that. I don't do that, dog. Bruh, it's human, dog. But we'll brag when you ask them about if you tried some type of drug. Be like, yeah, I be doing that. I be doing lines and stuff. You feel me? I be smoking like shit. Goofy to me, bro. Cause I don't know about y'all. I just feel like we so much deeper than what you see on the outside. You dig? The only reason we think like that is because we allow stereotypes to keep living instead of just judging people for their character.
My man wrapped it all up in a nutshell. And you know why he feels like that? Cause the man is from one of the multicultural centrals, LA. And where am I from? A multicultural central, New York, right? I've dated Indian women. I've dated black women. I've dated Spanish women. I've dated white women. I've dated pretty much all ends of the spectrum. But what's going on, right? Is what's happening is a lot of guys are realizing, because when I understand where he's coming from, this guy. He's saying there should be no problem with being multicultural. It shouldn't be. I second that emotion. I do. But there is a reason why a lot of black men decide not to marry black women. I'm going to let the next guy explain it.
These successful black men are not skipping over black women because of the way that you look. They're skipping over you black women because of the way that you were raised.
Real talk.
Let me run that by you again. They are not skipping over to the white women or the Asian women or the Caribbean women or even the African women. We're talking about the Americanized black woman. The reason why these successful men are skipping over you, it's not the way that you look, but it is the way that you carry yourself. These other women, they were conditioned, they are programmed, they are trained to be wives. They are trained to be helpmates. They are trained to be submissive. They are trained to cater to their man. They are trained to be grateful.
Couldn't agree more.
They are trained to be appreciative. If you deal with the typical black woman in America, she wants nothing but a whole bunch of things provided for her. that she cannot provide for herself. She requires all of these things that she cannot do for herself. And then when you get one that can do things for herself, she talks down to men as if she's better because she's paying bills and she has a car and she has a credit score, as if that makes her better when that just makes her an adult. There are going to be a lot of women that are upset about this post, but it's the truth. It just is what it is.
See, now my brother right here, he's speaking to a lot of you ladies, but he's speaking for, because this man is a content creator. So yes, he is speaking for. He's a representative of how black men are feeling, right? This is what black men feel. We don't hate black women, but this is what's happening in our society, right? Everybody already knows the argument going on right now, the argument that's all over social media, and it's real. But today, I want to break down some numbers. Take a look. Now, I pretty much asked my friend, you guys already know, ChatGPT. So I asked him, so how many black men are interracially married right in the U.S. right now? You're wondering how many black men in the U.S. are currently in interracial marriages, that is, married to a non-black spouse. Here's what the most reliable data tells us. Latest data and how many men that applies to. Percentage estimate. A trusted source, blackdemographics.com. Based on the 2021 American Community Survey, reports that 15% of married black men are married to a non-black woman. This figure remained steady from 2017. Estimate of total married black men, according to the 2023 ACS, that was the last time it was done ever. It hasn't been done in 2025 yet. 31% of black Americans are currently married. Based on U.S. demographic estimates, the total black male population is roughly 23 million. Multiplying 31% married status gives about 7.1 million black men who are married. That's 0.31, that's 31% times 23 million equals 7.1 million. So calculating the number of interracially married black men, if 15% of these married black men have non-black spouses, that amounts to approximately 1.065 men, which is the number that's posted in the title, right? That's 15% of 7.1 black men, 7.1 million black men. So total male black population, 23 million. Black men currently married, 31%. Married black men with non-black wives, 15% is 1.065 million. So I asked how many more men than women, to ask how many more black men than black women are in interracial marriages. Because, you know, black women, oh, we doing it too, we doing it a lot. Oh, it makes it seem like they're doing it more, but it says black men, about 15% of married black men are married to non-black women. About 7% of married black women are married to non-black men. So proportionally, black men are about twice as likely as black women to be in interracial marriages. Population numbers. It shows 23 million black males, 25 million black women, 7.1 black males are married, 7.75 million black women are married. Now, I have to let this be known. Most black men are married to most black women, right? But I want to show you guys what's happening. So look what we have here. It shows 1.065, 542,000. So when you want to see what's been happening throughout history, it shows 1967, about less than 1% of black men were married to non-black women. In 1980, that's when the independent era increased and went up to 3% of black men had non-black wives. In 1990, it rose another 3%. In 2000, so look at it, 10 years later, it rose another 3%. 10 years later, it rose another 3%. So now skip past 2015, by 2017 and 2021, that's pretty much 10 years later, right? It's up to 15%. So we see it trending. It's no super trend. It's also has to do with what the video of the first guy, and also what I've been through in my life. being in a place where so many races are prevalent. As races mix, people are going to mix as well. But do you think the independent woman, that attitude has a part to play in it? It probably does. Because I'm telling you, ladies in barbershops, men are talking. Men are definitely talking.
My race, but I was dating outside of my race because they was doing things better than my race. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Define better.
My
Define
Spanish,
better.
well, not better, because I know where she getting ready to go. Not better.
I know you
Well,
said they were
not-
doing things
no, not
better. I want to know what better meant.
Not better. I'm gonna change that.
I'm trying to save you for the,
I know you
people,
is. That's
for the
what I'm saying.
culture.
Not better for the culture.
There we go.
Right, not better. I was dating Puerto Rican, I was dating Dominican, I was dating African, I was dating all type of other really size American black, right? They were doing.
Now, he shouldn't have done that. He wanted to say better. He wanted to say better. All men watching that interview knew he meant what he said. He should have went ahead and said it. That, we got to do that as men. Just go ahead and say what you feel. It's the truth. If a situation is happening and a woman is babbling and complaining and yelling and it's almost nonsensical because it's overboard, how is a man supposed to react to that? Not well. Let me continue.
Doing way more of what we expect we want our woman to do more than our American. Our American got real comfortable
Give
with.
me some examples.
Oh man, I mean, their mannerisms are different. Like even my Indian one was from one of them countries over there, right? I didn't have to really say much to do and be treated like a king. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times with our own American black, they expect so much of us and what we're supposed to do. Like things like if we go out and eat and we just have a nice dinner, we can go anywhere and eat and get a nice dinner. It had to be Rue Chris, or it had to be this, that, or it had to be this, that. Then I get somebody that's just as fine, a Cuban or a Colombian. They don't care about nothing. They care about you and your household. Even though they still care about the money, but it's not about the money. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's a difference. Not better, but sometimes we get tired of hearing, Birkin bags, sushi.
Do you think that's fair? Because I feel like there's a certain type of woman
Right.
that does demand that. And
Right.
to me, I think it depends on the bait you're using and where you're looking.
Can't make this up.
If you're going to go get a model from Instagram that got the BBL, the snatching stomach, and has all the things that check off money hungry and surface, you're going to get that. If you're going to meet a girl and through different ways and ask different questions, you're going to find that out a lot earlier on that what's important to her.
I'm not doubting that, but I'm just talking about even if you look on just a regular dating app and just look at what a woman may state that she requires. I'm saying these things because it feels as if social media again is the barometer, okay, and it's the comparison, and when you're comparing yourself to all these other women, and of course, even with the BBLs, because I'm like, that's fine, but I mean,
What's BBL? I'm sorry.
Brazilian butt lift.
Oh, okay.
And there's no shade to women that have
No.
them. I'm just
I was
saying.
wondering, I was waiting for it too. I'm like, excuse me?
It's no shade to everyone that has them. I'm just saying, if you're going by just surface things and that's who you're going afterwards, then guess what? She gonna run them pockets.
No. See, that went way over the head, because if you look at social media, that's the norm. That's the norm. Let's continue.
Howard's wife for filing divorce 6 months into their marriage and wanting half of everything plus alimony. Here's my thing, right? Y'all saying, oh, this is why athletes don't date or marry black women. This is why this, that, and the third, da, da, da. My thing is, the only difference is y'all know dang well white women and foreign women are going to let you cheat in peace. Y'all know they're going to let y'all be half of a man in peace. That is the difference. So make it make sense. And that's your problem now. The problem is not the women. It's the athlete. It's the man. That's what the problem is. Make it make sense though, right? What do you expect women to do? Y'all expect women to just be dogged out and just sit in the marriage because they're married? No. If I was in a marriage and I got cheated on, or if I was in a marriage and I was getting done dirty, I'm filing for divorce. I don't care if we was together for a week. And that's the difference between us white women and black women.
It's a lot deeper than that, right? If he cheated on her and she divorced him, he deserved it. Yes, I said that. Because when someone cheats, that's grounds for divorce. So if that's what she wanted to do, that's what she wanted to do. But we're talking about everything else. Everything else is a nightmare. And you said that's why athletes don't marry black women. Really, it's not even just black women. Shannon Sharp showed that, right? What happened? He was robbed and then lost his job with ESPN because of a white woman. Guys are divorced even more by white women. What's happening in the US of A, you can't marry none of you. That's what it's come down to. I can't even just say, oh, no, it's black women. You ask me and what I believe in, I'm a passport, bro. I say the American woman is diseased, not just the black woman. I say that all, and if any black women watch me, they know I say that all the time with no remorse.
I know this is like super random. Maybe it's off topic. Maybe it's not, because I keep seeing all this stuff coming down my timeline about like the stereotype of why black men prefer white women or like women of other races and stuff like that. And it's really that I think that, and this is I'm a black woman talking. I'm a black woman talking, y'all. Please don't shoot me. But maybe, just maybe these white women or these mixed women or these women of other races do love black men better, or like in a better way than they claim that we do. But I feel like it also has a lot to do with the fact that a lot of them, not saying all of them, have been coddled or catered to their entire lives. And I should elaborate on that. Like they typically come from better homes where they did not have to play parent to their younger siblings, or they were giving a faster track through education. They didn't have to work as hard, didn't have to have jobs. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I mean by catered to. And often black women do not experience that. So by the time we're grown or whatever, we're at that age where it's time to be in a relationship, we want to experience that. And they're okay. A lot of times, like they say, like we're too emotional, like we make it about us. And they're okay putting their emotions and their feelings and everything that they have going on the back burner for this man, to love this man and be his support full out, and not really worry about themselves or complain as much as we do. And we never had that. So like, it's for us, it's like, oh, now's our time to shine, because that's what we're thinking. Like, oh, we did all this growing up, and so now, like, at this time we're supposed to, like, you know, enjoy ourselves and be loved and be catered to and coddled to. And I think that a lot of people confuse that and think that, oh, that means like we're gold diggers, or we just don't care about black men as much, or we hate them. And it's really not that. Like, I swear to God, it's not that. It's literally, what do they say? Mama want a break too. And if these little girls or these other girls have had their break because they didn't have to play mama like we did our entire lives and such, we want the break that they had. We just want it now, when y'all, I guess, need all of the attention or the more. And I get it, like, you know, black men are hurting too, but y'all literally forget that we are hurting as well. And sometimes we are hurting first, because what comes first, the chicken or the egg? If we gave birth to y'all, we put ourselves in pain in general just to raise a black man. Like, everything y'all going through, we're right there going through it with you. And the other races, they don't see that. They don't have to go through that.
Are you sure about that?
So it's really not the same. And I hate that a lot of black men don't get that. But I mean, I guess that's his life.
What came first, the chicken or the egg? See, you know what she's missing is you're wrong. What came first, the man or the woman? That's really the answer. And you ladies seem to miss the point of what happened when a man listened to a woman. Sin entered the world. Facts. It's right there for all of us, right there in the Bible. You can choose to believe it or not, but the answers are there. So the chicken didn't come before the egg with this point here, right? Because a man is the head of the household. I don't care how you want to spin it with feminism. We have to get back to the facts. You can call it patriarchy, whatever. I accept it. It's patriarchy, damn it. And men are leaders. We're the leaders. And the fact is, you're going to say, oh man, he's a male chauvinist. I don't care. You need to get in line. These women from other cultures were raised in line. That's the difference. She didn't know what she said. She didn't even know.
Women, in your opinion, is it because they're more easy?
White women make themselves more available.
And what?
They be around, show up. They know where the athlete's gonna be at. They'll strike out all night, and it don't affect your chances with them or nothing. They be down, so they make themselves more available to the shit, as opposed to playing hard to get, act like you don't know this.
Coming from a black man that doesn't play in the snow, I'm gonna tell you exactly why a lot of black men choose to date white women. Again, I personally don't date white women, but I understand why black men do. My mom is black, both my grannies are black. I love black women. White women don't judge black men the way that black women judge black men. In my experience growing up pursuing black women, I was never black enough. I was too light-skinned for this, I was too light-skinned for that, I wasn't black enough for this, I wasn't black enough for that. Like, black women have a blackness scale that they evaluate you with. And white women don't give a damn. White women will honor and cherish you exactly how you come. They have no issue being submissive. They have no issue catering to you and doing exactly what you want, even without you asking. And with a lot of black women, it's a struggle to get what you want. And before anybody says white women are just easy, no, white women know how to be in a relationship. Because you talk about wanting a man so bad, but you don't know what the man wants. You just know what you want. White women know what the man wants, and they give it to him. No hezzy. Take note. So a lot of black men choose to date white women because the white woman will say, okay, yes, sir, and do exactly what you want. Again, not being easy, just knowing how to be in a relationship with a man. Something that all the black women that have an issue with black men dating white women don't know how to do. And I actually believe that there's a deep generational trauma aspect involved in that too, which I'll talk about in another video if anybody wants to hear that. White women will never judge you for playing video games or liking computers or comics or figurines or anime, whatever it is that as a black man you like, that black woman will shun you for. White women don't do that. They will accept you exactly how you come and love you for everything that you are. While black women will say that you're not hood enough or whatever it is that they feel that doesn't make you black enough. This is not all black women, just the ones that have an issue with black men dating white women that can't keep a man. But I will say that it is not uncommon for a black woman to be extremely judgmental. And I understand why, to a certain extent. That's the generational trauma aspect that I will talk about in another video if anybody wants to hear it. But that's why. White women will love you all the same if you like pottery, sewing, comic books, figurines, toy cars, anime. It doesn't matter. They will love you however you come. So black women, ask yourself, if it's you as a man trying to get what you want, trying to feel good in a relationship, are you going to go somewhere where you're highly judged? Or are you going to go somewhere where you're highly accepted?
So I'm not sure why you're asking me that question unless you believe that I fit in that first category. Just for reference, the comment got cut off, but the end of it said that black women are educated and looking good. And then this person asked why. I don't know how to answer that question. I don't know if you expect me to answer that question, but just in case you do think that I do fit into that.
I had to stop her right there because this person categorized her and smacked black men in the face. Let's take a look at the comment. Typically, when it comes to a white girl with a black man, she is overweight and not very educated. Contrary, when it comes to a white man with a black woman, she is very educated and looking. Now, this right here is one of the biggest misconceptions out there, because you're talking about guys that get with women in the hood. That's what you see in the hood. And you know what happens? They take those white girls to places outside of the hood, because they take them to places like a restaurant, will be at a mall, outside of the hood. So that's what you see. But that's all hood stuff, right? Let me explain further. Because those 1.065 black men, a lot of those are well-to-do black men. Just like the man in the first video said, I see black women where I am. I see white women where I am. I see Spanish women where I am. Not right now, I'm in the Philippines. But he was making a point. He was making a point, not be judgmental, right? But what's happening is maybe a black woman, I don't know. But they're judging this white woman off of what they deem to be true. To throw a slide at black men. They're giving a compliment though. Why is this wrong? Because you're being judgmental. You automatically, because I saw it like this and I saw this in the mall, that's every black. No, it's not. Black men are out there winning. Getting all kinds of women. Yeah, women love black men. Accept that.
I love black men.
Accept that.
This white woman tried to tell me that it wasn't racist for black men to have a higher preference for white women than black women. And I explained to her about European beauty standards and the history behind preference for white people, not just white women, but white people in general. And I explained that if men act like white women are cuter or better than black women or any other race of women, they're racist. And I called her a racist because she was being very nasty to me. She called me ugly. She was being mean because I was arguing with a bunch of men trying to defend this other white woman that was inciting misogyn war towards black women by saying that black women could not compete with white girls. Because, racist white women who are over 20 love to infantilize themselves and call themselves white girls.
No. They told the truth. And you showed exactly why. Not that you're ugly. The ugly attitude. What are you doing? You're talking about arguing and fighting. Other women don't like to do that. Like, for instance, my wife has never been in a fight in her life. Guys are getting with women who don't get in fights. Let me get to the next video. This was crazy. She thought she was cooking and was proving a point.
Outside of their race, white women, Latino women, Asian women, Hispanic women, Indian women, all of the women's. Okay? I'm telling you something, and I hope I speak on behalf of all black women when I say this, okay? This might be the nicest thing a black woman has ever said to you, so I want you to listen up. Open your ears, okay, brother? Do you hear me, Jamal? Marcus, are you listening? Terrence, I need you to the front. Somebody go get Kevin. Let's go get him. All right? You're free to go. You're free. You're released from the shackles of the melanin.
I hate to say this because she is such a beautiful young woman, but sweetheart, nobody cares. Why are you acting like black men need your permission in order to date somebody else? By the way, all black men who have dated Caucasian, Mexican, Indian, even Turkish women, they have never looked back. And you want to know something else? All these women who have once went black, they never went back. So either way, it's a win-win situation for them. And for you, unfortunately, nobody cares. Sorry.
Answer's coming.